The following video is suitable for all audiences. Minors do projects under adult supervision.
Hello everyone. In the previous video I showed you how I made my DIY ring light. Check the link in the description box below. This is the second version of the ring light, which is much user friendly and much brighter. However, it's a little tough to build but not impossible. If I can make it, anyone can. There are some part lists which I have updated in my Instructables. In brief, you need a 6mm aluminum sheet. Cut a 6mm sheet which works as a base for the LED. 8-inch outer diameter, 4 inches inner diameter. Once the aluminum is cut, just place the LEDs in circle just to get the idea of how many LEDs you will need. In my case, it came up to 21 LEDs, which was odd number. I had a lot of trouble with that, which you'll see in the later part of the video. Once I placed the LED, I made marking on the holes of the SMD LED so that I could drill a hole on the plate. I used a permanent marker. I had to make 42 holes and I tap drilled all the holes so that screw can go in easily.
So what I did is I made a series of 3 LED group with 7 in each. Please check the diagram for reference as it will give you a brief idea of how I did it. As you're going to use approximately 32 volts, so used mains wire, stripped the wire off and then started soldering, and after each joint soldered I used heat shrink tubing to cover the naked wire to avoid any contacts. Once I soldered everything, I used continuity test to check for any short circuits. Good soldering iron with higher wattage to avoid dry soldering like me. Once that's done, I took a long wire, connected a positive and ground of the LEDs which go into the power supply. I wanted something to cover it up from the outside, so for that I used surface mount flushed out LED panel aluminum body with outer diameter of 22 cm, which turned out to be perfect for this project. Still had to make the inner wall for the inner diameter of the ring light. For this I cut acrylic in circle with inner diameter of 4 inches and outer diameter of 5 inches. The alternatives are to use wood and to get an acrylic of exactly 6 cm thickness, which will be really not worth it. So took 5 mm thick acrylic and cut few circles and stacked it one above the other, height of 1 inch to make the inner wall. Please see my Instructables for details. Now I had to make a rig which will hold my camera and the ring light together. With my luck, I had few pieces of aluminum plates from my previous epic fail projects. Please see the diagram for reference if you want to build the same, or I can recommend you to go for a pre-built rig. I used a 60 cm long aluminum strip with 5.3 cm width and 3 mm thickness and divided into two parts, one of a 38 cm long and another one 22 cm. Now take 22 cm long plate and make 3 holes with distance shown in the image. The hole should be of 7 mm size. The rig was completed. It looked something like this. However, it's not yet complete. It needs a little bit more finishing. So once that is done, I'll give it for powder coating. After the powder coating, it looked something like this. And I also removed the ivory color of the LED panel body and changed it to matte black. Yeah, I know you guys might be thinking it is looking like a weird frying pan, but no. I used 1:4 screws which is perfect for all the cameras and to mount all the cameras. For more flexibility in using the ring light while connecting to a tripod, I made a connector bolt to connect the fluid mount tripod head to another tripod, which gave me a great amount of flexibility. I connected the ring light to the output of the boost converter, and the input of the boost converter was connected to a 20 volts 3 amps power supply. Before you go live, make sure the boost converter voltage is set to 0. The optimum voltage was 31 volts with 1.3 amps. I used 35 volts 8 amps boost converter. Everything is done except for putting the circuits in secure place, so I took a gang box and made a cut in the center to fix a heatsink for the boost converter. I used 2-pin L terminal block for the power input and XT60 connector at the power output. This was the power supply which I used. It's 20 volts and 3 amps, which was perfect for this project. I also cut one frosted acrylic just to cover the LEDs so that the sharp brightness won't hit your eyes. I colored the gang box black, which was going good with the overall rig. So now was the time to connect all the parts, and I just want to check how it looks. So if you go ahead, you will see the proper animation of how to connect the whole rig together. Due to time constraint, I could not put much of the details in the video. And if you want to know the logs of how I did it and the exact calculations of the voltage, you need to check my Instructables and go for the step-by-step instructions which I have put. Please go through that as well.
Suggestions, you can definitely put down in the comments down below, and if there's anything which you want me to make, I can definitely try and make it.